You said you're Catholic,
Yes.
but you're pro-choice?
Yes. Well,
Are you pro-choice?
No.
Okay.
My
You
parents were
realize-
encouraged to abort.
I understand
realize the
Catholicism isn't a
Pope-
monolith.
Well, hold on, but I mean, the Pope is the leader of the Catholic Church. The Catholic doctrine and the Pope is is against abortion.
Yes.
So how do you reconcile being a Catholic with being in favor of abortion?
Well, I grew up in the Catholic Church. I know a lot of Catholics. Also, I don't know if you know a lot about Bloomington. Is a very liberal town in Indiana. It's probably one of the few besides
Well,
Indianapolis.
California is very liberal, but there's Catholics in California that are
Yes.
pro-life.
But knowing all the Catholic people I know, everyone's got something they disagree with the church doctrine with, or something the church doesn't approve of. I mean, my dad's divorced, and
yeah, they can't really divorce under.
but there's a lot of people in the church who are divorced.
Well, it can be granted under some circumstances, right?
Yes, but they weren't even married
Catholicism.
in the church to begin with. So
Okay. Well,
and then when Pope Francis was alive, there were a lot of Catholics who disagreed with what things he would say. So I really like Pope Francis, but
was he pro-choice or pro-life?
he was pro-life.
Okay.
But there were other things people didn't like about
Sure.
him, especially more traditional Vatican I type Catholics didn't like about him.
Okay.
So
But-
So, are you pro-abortion for like certain instances, or like just open
the board.
across the board? Because some people take different stances on that.
it really, once again, depends on the situation, but especially in cases where it's a minor, in cases of incest, for sure. We had that case in Indiana. Ohio's got more restrictive laws than Indiana, and a 10-year-old girl came to Indiana to get an abortion. And Todd Rokita, one of our he's the
Attorney General.
Yeah, Attorney General was pitched a fit about it, and it just seemed really silly considering she was 10, and if it didn't cause her, yeah, she was 10.
That's disgusting.
Okay. Still a little bit confusing to me.
I mean, it's the thing about
Yes, but-
a whole group of people that makes up a religion. Not everyone agrees 100% with everything. I mean, in
But
any
isn't
group
that
of people.
isn't it pretty central to the Christian faith, Catholic faith, that like the sanctity of life?
I've met Catholics who were very much for the death penalty. I've met Catholics who are very anti-immigrant. That's part of the sanctity of life.
I'm not a theological guy. I'm not a theological scholar, but I don't know if having a position against illegal immigration would put you in contravention of Catholicism.
There are people within the clergy who've been arrested at protests for protesting against deporting people.
Okay, but yeah, are you saying that if you don't believe in open borders, you're not a Catholic? Like
I think it's just-
you have to believe in open borders to be a Catholic.
No, I'm just saying not everyone agrees with everything, and you can still be part of it. What kind of motivated me, I kind of turned away from Catholicism for a while, and then I came back, but there were a couple things that, I just couldn't necessarily align with 100%. But then I got kind of mad because there were notable people in the church who were saying really hurtful, divisive things, and they could get away with saying they were Catholic. And I thought, well, if they can, so can I.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. It seems like it's kind of central to the Christian faith, Catholic faith. I've heard, I don't know what the exact, I couldn't cite to a specific thing, not really my wheelhouse, but I don't know how you reconcile Christianity with a pro-abortion position.
You're also just focusing on one issue. There's much more to Catholic doctrine that other people
Sure.
don't agree on. I mean, have you ever heard of the term cafeteria Catholics? Oh, have you ever heard of the term cafeteria Catholics?
No.
It's a very common term that Catholics like to use, where we kind of just pick and choose what we want to follow. A lot of people do in it. And like I said before, you meet a lot of Catholics who've been divorced, a lot of one that have had some family issues that could be considered sinful, but they're still part of the church. You've got people who are very much pro-execution.
Well, I actually don't think it's a hypocritical position to be pro-death penalty.
That's what I was taught differently growing up.
Well, I don't know what the Catholic prescription is on the death penalty, but I don't think it's hypocritical to, for example, if somebody is pro-life, to be pro-death penalty. I wouldn't think that that's hypocritical.
Just saying that's what church doctrine says is respect all life from
But
pro-life
I don't know
to...
the Catholic doctrine. Maybe Catholics are biblically, scripture, whatever it is, you shouldn't believe in the death penalty. I don't know. Maybe anybody in the chat a Catholic, like is death penalty contravention of Catholic faith? Chat, any Catholics? Like, can you be a Catholic and somebody says, Jackie, death penalty is fine by the Bible? What is she talking about?
I think she's talking about sola scriptura. So she's talking about scripture alone when she's saying the Bible only.
That's what I was taught growing up in Sunday school.
Trevor says killing is not murder. Let's see. Eye for an eye. Yes, you can. It's in the Bible. No, it's illegal. Okay, the Crusades. It's against Catholic teaching. Yeah, so I don't know. It's not my wheelhouse really, so I don't know. But just even from a secular perspective, I think that you could be pro death penalty, but also pro life. Like I don't think well, sure, but I don't think these two are necessarily contradictory.
Mm-hmm. Just saying, if you go to any church or place of worship, you will meet a whole group of people who have differing opinions on things.
Thou shalt not murder, that whole thing, thou shalt not. Okay. Children are innocent. Okay, anyways, I'm just reading the chat here. Seeing
That's okay.
Thou shalt not kill includes yourself or anyone else. Okay. Let's see here.
So is it just based on other things that you've seen, different instances where abortions have happened, or was there something like personal in your life?
You can give a quick answer, but I have to move on after this.
It's just experiences from other people. I've never had an abortion, though some people would say I'm evil because I'm on birth control to manage my endometriosis. So
okay. My parents were encouraged to abort me, so I didn't know if you had a personal story or not.
Emily, you wrote your first date you ever went on. You got a strange feeling from the guy you went on a date with. You didn't have a second one. Turned out your gut feeling was right. He ended up being very mentally ill and homeless later on.
Yes.
Seems like a lot of women here seem to be dating homeless men. I don't
know. I think it was due to his, and it's sad, but yeah, he really, I was 18, he was 25, and we had a class together at IU, and he asked me out. I was shocked, and I was like, sure. And then,
it's okay. Don't worry about the story.
Okay.
I don't know, whatever. Don't take offense. But
it's okay. You got time.
Sometimes I just have to parse when something is important or not.